Unlimited Potential. Unlimited Potential is a consulting company, and it specializes in project management. And what it's found is that many projects go awry across the entire globe. And these cost millions and millions of, trillions of dollars. I was off by a few zeros. Trillions of dollars are wasted in inefficient and ineffective project management. Think about all the different roads in Tampa that are not complete yet. Think about the millions of software programs across the globe that are not done yet. So this is a disaster. Now, he's going to come up to address one specific program that his company is working on, and he's coming in to basically save it. And that is unfortunately called the Titanic. Yes. Yes, this was a really great big, you guys probably don't know about this, but it's a great big ship that was developed and designed, but unfortunately it had a little bit of an accident. And so he's going to be coming up here to talk about how this disaster could have been avoided, and basically give us a PR representation of how he can get things back on track. So please welcome Adam.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here today. They just flew me in from London. I was stationed there for this project, and I have to tell you, we have our people on the ground at this moment. We were recently made aware of all of the inefficiencies that were injected into the project as we were building the Titanic. And unbeknownst to many of the people that work under me, we had some miscommunications. And being that it's only 1810, we still don't have very good communication channels. Maybe one day somebody will invent something that will make everybody get communications quickly and easily and right out of the air. But because we don't have that, we have had to scramble on the telegraph lines, and it's been a little bit of a challenge. And today I can assure you that I have my best people on the case, and they've been working tirelessly to make sure that we start discussing the triage options that we have. So the first thing is paying attention to a little bit about the quality. I know it's been blasted all over the news that we've been neglecting the quality of the Titanic project, but rest assured, this is not the case. I have many people working overtime to ensure that we have redundancies put in place to make sure that one person checking another person and checking another person, it doesn't stop there. It's critical that quality is of the utmost importance. We want to make sure that everything we do is double-checked and triple-checked. So that's the first thing. The next is funding. I know funding has been a little bit of a challenge, but yesterday I was on an emergency meeting with the Queen of England, and she actually allowed us an audience, and we escalated this problem to her because, of course, the Titanic project is not just a private initiative. It actually represents the whole entire country. So we want to rest assured the Queen herself is aware of the situation, and what she has done is called an emergency committee to come together to see what kind of funding they can provide for us. Right now we are scraping along, and I think that is at the root of the challenge on a lot of the issues. We just don't have the resources that we need. So funding has been a very important part of figuring out the situation and being able to address the problem here. The other aspect of this is morale. A lot of the people that have been working on the Titanic project have been working, as I said, tirelessly day in, day out, and they have not been able to see their families for a very long time, and because of that, morale on the entire project has suffered. And our goal here is to make sure that everybody, this is an absolutely important project to continue to work on and to resolve all these situations, but we are a company that believes in the family too. And we want to make sure that the people that are working on this project also have the time they need with their family. So what we are doing is we are now outsourcing to France And they've stepped up to the plate, and they're great partners. We've worked with them many times before, and they are sending us a bunch of great resources who are very familiar with the project. And they are coming in and they're getting trained, and hopefully we can alleviate some of the overtime that's just been, overwhelming the workers on the project. So if we can backfill some of our British workers with some of these French workers coming in, I believe that will help some of the situation. The effect is not going to be immediate, but it will occur over some period of time, and hopefully with that, the team's morale will come back up and people will feel proud again to work on this project. So you can see we have a three-pronged approach in this issue, and I again want to reassure everybody that we are focusing on making the deadlines that we have already promised the Queen. And again, I met with her yesterday and she was very concerned, but after meeting with me, she felt like she had a better sense that the project was going to come on track. And she, of course, is our largest stakeholder in this initiative. So we do not want to let the Queen down, especially because I could lose my head. But anyway, metaphorically speaking. But I am open now to answering any questions that may be coming from the audience at this point. So I open it to the floor.
Yes. My grandmother was on the ship. Is there any chance that you're going to be able to find her and save her?
Well, right now we have a triage list that is going out, and what we've been doing is working with the Coast Guards. And right now we've tried to double check and triple check, because we don't want to give you a sense of false hope if we tell you that we found her and it didn't happen. So we want to make sure that our answers are absolutely correct, and that if we do locate somebody, that we can confirm them, then we will let the relatives know. That way, we don't want to create, again, any false hope or any false impressions there, because I understand at this point this is a very tragic situation, and we don't want this to affect any families any worse than it already has. Yes.
Do we know what caused it?
Yes, essentially at this point, it was a misjudgment, some miscommunications, as I mentioned. The course that the captain was taking was not charted as prescribed. And because of that, they were on course, and they did not realize that there would be an iceberg when they arrived at the point they did. And because of that, and a part of it is, again, faults in communication. I believe if we would have had a better communication channel with the captain to be able to forewarn him, it would have probably averted the situation. But times being what they are, we were limited with our communication abilities. So to that end, that's basically what had happened. Any other questions?
I understand there weren't enough boats.
That seems to be. I need to confirm that at this moment. When we build our ships, when we have our ships go out to sea, one of the standards that we have started talking about ensuring is that all passengers will have a seat on a lifeboat. And right now, I'm trying to confirm the situation, and before I answer that question directly, but I want to make sure before I say anything, because I don't want to get out in the media that there wasn't. So let me check, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Any other questions?